So, Jackie, I'm so excited. Here we are in December, and we're coming towards the end of the year. And wow, 2025 has been awesome. So, if you had to look back and give me one word for 2025, what's it going to be?
That is a really good question because I love to pick a word every year. This is something I've done for the past 2 years as I'm sort of goal setting for the upcoming year and thinking about my New Year's resolutions and what I want in the coming year, I always pick a word of the year. So I love this question. I picked for 2025 before we got to 2025 the word grow, and we've definitely done that. However, I really feel like as I'm reflecting back on the year, the word is actually elevated, which is a little ironic because I'm in that group called Elevate, the women's group that we retreat together and we mastermind together. It's called Elevate. I've been in it for a few years. So I feel like in some ways without even realizing, I've brought that to life in a sense. So I really feel like it's elevated because we've just done so much across the board in terms of our team, our production, our brand. I think it's elevated.
I love it. I agree. I would pick that as well. I think that's fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. So speaking of elevated, and I know you don't like to brag on yourself, so I'm going to brag on you. Hype girl here. So you've had a lot of press this year. You were on the cover of Real Producers in October, and Business First Louisville named you as one of the top 20 people to know in real estate. So and you were on the cover of that as well. They chose you as one of those top 20 people. You were on the cover. So here you are, cover girl. So how's that feel?
Embarrassing. Can you say it like that? No, I mean, it's been, in a lot of ways, it's been a pinch me kind of a year. Like I can't believe the year that we've had, the year that I've had. And things happen in threes, right? So we had both of those things that happened in the fall. But back in the spring, the other thing that happened is RealTrends named us as a top 20 team out of our local market, which is I was so surprised and excited about that. I did not know that was going to happen. That was really, really cool. And then I got the text in July about being on the cover of Real Producers and being covered there, which was, obviously like a dream. Who doesn't want that? And then the top 20 thing was super cool as well. So it's been great. I feel like all these things have come to fruition this year, which is so incredible to see happen.
That's right. Elevate it. I love it. I love it.
So time to talk about you, not just me. You have officially been on board with us for over a year now. 2025 was your first full year with Exum Group as brand curator, it was new to us, a new role for us on this team. So reflecting back on this year and everything that you've done, what is your sort of takeaway of this year, how you've seen the brand change? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm going to go back to elevate as well because I definitely think that the brand has elevated. It's been really exciting. It's been exciting to see the brand evolve and grow, and to just, I love it when we're out and about and people will approach us and they'll just carry on about, our social presence. And, I know that we see it when we're together at events. I know that you hear it individually. I know I hear it a lot when I'm in my different circles. So I'm very proud over the way that we're so intentional. And I'm just excited to see where we're going to go from here,
Agreed.
We're just getting started.
Yeah, we are just
if we're elevating, we just got started.
So looking forward to 2026, we were just talking business planning a moment ago. What do you envision for 2026?
Oh my goodness. So we've got so much in store and I'm really excited. So first of all, we're going to launch a magazine series. We've got a holiday magazine coming out really soon. So that's amazing. And that's going to become a quarterly project. So that's going to just really be a game changer for us and just really put us in a different position to be able to share some lifestyle tips, some wealth building tips, and just to give everyone a glance as to, who we are behind the JXO name.
What I love about this magazine is that all of the agents on the team contribute to it. And so there's a lot of personal sharing in there as well. And it's not just, which we all need the important real estate stuff, but it's also very personalized, which I love.
It is. We've all learned a lot about each other going through this process. It's very fun, very fun. And then we're doing a really fun event, a quarterly event, Sofa Chats. So We're doing Jackie's Top 10, where, we're doing this very intimate event down at LTS, Louisville Thoroughbred Society, where it's a small group that gets invited to come down and hear some tips and tricks about what you do to become a cover girl.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a very fun event. It has like a music theme, and I've had a lot of fun doing that. We've done one, and we're going to do 4 more this upcoming year. So everyone needs to be looking out for that and see if they want to be involved. They can reach out to you or me or you to get put on that list.
Yeah. And, I'll say the one thing about that top 10 was, first of all, it was so much more fun hosting that sofa chat than what I had anticipated it would be. And essentially the whole idea is I'm going through my top 10 tips. And we were very much inspired by Taylor Swift.
Yes. I was going to say that. I had so much fun with that. So, yeah, when we very first came up with the thought, I didn't really, we were like, okay, top 10. And then then when I had the whole album drop, and we just took that and we ran with it. And now we're going to run with it even a little bit further. So it was a lot of fun. And then when we did our whole vision board planning, just to even take that whole music theme a little bit deeper. So we're having a lot of fun with that.
And fun playlists coming.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I have something pretty exciting coming up, on a little surprise with that for our holiday magazine as well. I'm very excited for that to launch too. So, yeah. So with the top 10 tips, it's pretty neat that we put that invite out, and you're trying to make sure that that's for both agents that are maybe new to the industry and those that are exploring. Am I right?
Correct. Yeah. So the whole idea is that I'm sharing my insights on how I've built my business and what I recommend for other agents who are looking to build their business. So that might be people who are already selling and they're looking for some new ideas, or they need to go back to the basics and get refocused, or for brand new agents coming in that have no idea how to get started. So I believe in sharing. I got here because so many agents, a couple in particular, really helped mentor me. And so it's important for me to give back. And so this is my way of giving back, and also connect with people who might be interested in our team, maybe or maybe not, but it's open to anyone. But, I am looking to grow our team with the right people. And so that's why we do that.
I love that. It's always fun to have some charcuterie and cocktails. Everybody enjoys that.
Yes, 100%.
I love that. Wonderful.
One of the things our team has become so well known for is our specialty in the senior transition stage of life. And so that's a lot of downsizing, moving to senior living, estate sales, things like that. And we really, really love that piece and love helping those families through that. But we've also realized in the past few years that we love helping all people in all stages of life. So we've come to the conclusion as we're moving into 2026 that we really are excited about continuing to help our seniors, but also helping people at all different stages. So our first-time home buyers who are excited about buying their first home, or people who are getting married or having the baby, or family changes, upsizing, downsizing, all of the things is what we're here for. We're really excited to spread that message and to share that with the community. And so, yeah, I'm super excited about it.
I love that. That's fantastic.
Well, I love helping my neighbors. I obviously, because I live there, I know that area like the back of my hand. I know all the little ins and outs of the neighborhood. And it's so fun to help people around you that you love with their needs, right? So I really recognize that as an important piece of my business that I just am so passionate about. So yes, I love Cookies with Santa. That's a fun one that the neighborhood looks forward to every year. I also do a spring cleaning dumpster day, which doesn't sound very glamorous, but I'll tell you what, we all have so much junk. I mean, think about your own garage or your basement. We all have so much junk that needs to be disposed of, and no easy way to do that. So every spring I bring out a couple of dumpsters and I have some donuts, and people drive by, they drop off their junk, they get a donut for the road or whatever. It has become so popular, and people ask me every year, "Are you doing that again? I've been saving up my junk. I'm waiting for it." So that has been a huge hit. And then every beginning of the year, I do a market review of the whole prior year of real estate, and I give it out to the whole neighborhood so everybody sees what's going on in the neighborhood in terms of real estate and their own home values, because everybody wants to know what's going on with their home value and then what the neighbor sold for and the high sale and the low sale and all that stuff. So I do that every January. And then lots of fun stuff in between, lots of fun little social events and stuff. But I really love serving my own neighborhood, and I believe in the power of relationships, and that's sort of how that's turned over.
I love that. That is so helpful. And you help guide all of the agents to take care of their own neighborhoods as well, right?
Yeah, as part of our team business planning for the coming year, we all put together a market plan, a business plan, if you will. And most of the agents on my team do also focus in on a neighborhood where they also want to serve in the same way that I have. And so it's really fun to see that play out in other neighborhoods with other team members as well.
I love that. So fun.
Mhm.